This is a 2006 Dodge Ram 1500 four-wheel drive 5.7 Hemi. It's got an awful lot of noise in the front end going down the road, and I suspect it's a wheel bearing. So let's get it up on the lift and check it out. So I lifted the truck up in the air and I did a shakedown on both front tires, and to my surprise they're both tight. I was really expecting to find one of these tires that was just loose, real loose, like it's going to fall off. I mean, this thing made a ton of noise. But on a quick visual inspection, what I did see, I don't know if you can see it, something shiny up there. Let me get my light. I don't know if you can see that. See that little shiny ring? Okay, you guys are a little more steady now. So I got you zoomed in on the axle shaft where it goes into the steering knuckle. And right there at the end of my finger, see that little shiny spot? Everything else is dark in here. Nothing else is shiny. See that? What we're actually seeing is the bearing separated right there. And I don't think the camera's picking it up. But when I have my light in here, I can actually see the rollers as this thing goes around. Okay. So it needs a wheel bearing. Let's put a wheel bearing in it. Just prying the calipers back just enough so that it fits over the rust ridge loose. So I won't have to fight it when I put it back on the rotor. There's two bolts on the back side. I'm going to take the caliper off with the bracket because we're not servicing the brakes. So there's two bolts on the back side. And I believe they're 21. And these bolts are both 21 millimeter heads. I typically hang the caliper using an S-hook from an old rubber bungee cord, but I saw this piece of wire up here and I thought, what the heck is that? And I pulled it out. I'll be darned if a previous shop didn't leave their hanging tool there, so I think we'll use that one this time around. The axle nut socket is a 36 millimeter on this truck. So there's three retaining bolts that hold the hub bearing in place. There's one here, there's one at the top, and then there's one on the other side, and they're all 18 millimeter. Oh! Woo! Alright, we better try something else. Alright, we're going to put the Mighty Hub Buster on here and see if this tool will help us remove this bearing. There's a link down below for this tool. I don't like using the original lug nuts, but I don't have nuts that fit these wheel studs, so we're going to have to. Okay, I'm going to lower the truck down a little bit. I like the truck a little bit lower for when I'm hitting on this. Obviously I do hit it like this, but I feel like it has way more leverage when you're hitting it like this, because then it wants to peel the top out. If you're hitting it here, it's still trying to peel the top out, but you get all this extra leverage, so that's my thought anyway. Let's see if it works. Sure does. And that, folks, is how the Hub Buster works. Now it's stuck on the bearing. There's a link in the description below for this tool. It's definitely worth the money. I just got to show you guys this. This is funny. So here in northern Michigan, we deal with a lot of rust and corrosion. And if you look inside this bolt hole, I don't know if it'll focus, but there's threads in there. It's not a threaded hole. None of these holes are threaded. The threads formed from the corrosion that formed around the bolt. The bearing is threaded. These are not threaded holes. They're not supposed to be anyway. It's like perfect threads inside there. That's corrosion. Just had to hammer the dent out of the splash shield. Good as new. Our brand new wheel bearing. I got this one here at our local parts store, but I will put some links to them down in the description. I like to take some aluminum anti-seize and give her a nice coating right around the seat area. So hopefully, if I ever have to do a wheel bearing on this thing again, it'll come out with like 1 or 2 less hammer blows. Maybe. You'll notice I bought a non-ABS wheel bearing. It's not a big deal if you get one with ABS, just cut the wire off if the vehicle doesn't have ABS. They work the same. I'm going to go look up the torque spec for that. So the book says 185 foot-pounds. $185. I love this torque wrench. I bought this off Amazon. You always want to roll it back and forth and make sure the splash shield's not hitting the rotor. A lot of times when you do a wheel bearing, you got to manipulate that splash shield to get the hub assembly off. But we're good on this one. You'll notice off camera, I jammed a couple pieces of wood in here. That's because my brake pads kept wanting to fall out of place. I keep those in my tool cart just for that reason. And they fall out anyways. Come on, you bugger. And that is how you change a wheel bearing on a half-ton Dodge Ram 2006 era. If you guys found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, check out my other content. Thanks for watching.